Hey everyone, it's Matt from Bettors Delight.
Hey, and I'm Mike, and we're here to talk to you about our sponsor, Blue Chew.
Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. And boy, do I love saving money. How about you, Mike?
Yeah, I agree. I love saving money. And the best thing about Blue Chew is that it helps men combat all forms of ED. And also, you don't have to go to the doctor, no awkward conversations. I love staying at home. I know Matt does as well.
That sounds like a simple process, not having to leave my comfortable chair. Blue Chew's licensed medical providers will work with you to find the right ingredient and strength for your prescription. And here's a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code DELIGHT at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's bluechew.com, promo code DELIGHT to receive your first month free.
What is up, everybody? Bettors Delight, Season 4, Episode 12. Fellas, we are coming off the absolute best showing we have had on youtube.com/theunderdog, macronepicks.com, just a shade over 18,000 views. Now, to be fair, a couple extra days. We surprised you last week, little bit early, rain delay, etc. But we're back. And I won't say we're disappointed. We are a tad disappointed. But it's mostly in the Union. Mark, speak for the Union.
No. First of all, how do you blow a goal lead when you're up a man with 2 minutes left in the game? I just don't understand. You just got to pull everybody back at that point. And then that's even before we get to the embarrassing part, which was the penalty kicks. Not scoring once in penalty kicks is kind of hard to do, I feel like, but they did it. It was bad vibes at that point. So
the worst vibes, honestly.
yeah.
I mean, Matt, I'll let you go ahead and trash how bad you would have scored from the penalty spot.
You can fill up two internets with how much I don't know about football, but I hated it, dude. Scoring 0 goals in penalty was probably the worst decision the Union made all season. Like, what a terrible game plan. That was brutal. I was watching that from my phone at a wedding table, and boy, and I got the bad bread. They gave out different breads to each person. I got some like multi-grain bread, and I'm sitting there next to people with like potato rolls. I was pissed off. The Union didn't make it any better. It was brutal.
That sounds bad. Mike, you brought the worst vibes for game 4 and 5 of the World Series. Speak for yourself.
Incorrect. I will not comment on that. But, Matt, that same situation happened to me a couple weeks ago with the bread thing. I got the multigrain. I was very upset. But, no, the Union for like 3 straight playoffs now have lost in PKs or something like that. Or they just stink at penalty kicks. But, yeah, no, the Phillies, that was tough. That was tough. I think we're going to be a lot better next year. Welcome home, Trey Turner. I think we'll be back. Good experience.
I don't hate that attitude. It is tough to get to the World Series. You're not going to get lucky and have the Dodgers get knocked off like that every year. It's a bummer overall. But I did see perusing the futures that we gave out way back in April at the beginning of the Major League Baseball season. We had some pretty nice winners in there. But as the award season happens, we'll give those out a little bit later. I mean, we went through bovadasportsbook.com way back then, and we're able to pick some good dubs. But we'll have the results in a few weeks. Guys,
feels like I'm never going to be cheerful again. Just really sad.
It was rough. Coming off the Thursday night loss and having the Eagles move to 8-0 and almost just not caring about it the next day. That was also rough. Then not having the Eagles on Sunday. Greg, you mentioned this in a text to kind of pick us back up after that. Like it just didn't work out for us.
No,
that Thursday game was such a winnable game that Brandon Marche B will haunt me. Just put it in play.
I'll stand by this to the day I die. The announcement of the powder blue jerseys ruined the chances for the Phillies to win the World Series. Never wear them again. Never bring them out. Got too cocky announcing them after we won. Oh, we're going to clinch in those jerseys. Came out, didn't get one hit, and came out and lost a game we should have won to. The blue jerseys, it's now the blue jersey curse. I'm starting that. Hashtag blue jersey curse. Put it on Twitter. Never wear them again. I'm so upset about it. We should have never let that.
On the ride home on Tuesday after we won 7-0, when Matt, or I saw a tweet or something that said we might wear blue, Matt said that exact thing literally on Tuesday night after we won 7-0, went up 2-1.
Oh, you've been on that from the second it was announced, so I completely understand where you're coming from.
And I was right. The curse of the blue jersey. This is like the curse of the GOAT, curse of all those other curses you see. Me cursing Mike and not getting the first number for the 50-50. So it's a real curse that the city of Philadelphia is going to face.
Can you give me the blue jersey you have?
I will not be giving them away. I will keep them. They will stay in the closet, but and especially not my blue shoes either.
But it's just say you have those dunks.
It's just a curse, man. It's the absolute curse. We shouldn't have done it. We got too ahead of ourselves, and I'm a sad boy.
Do you think, since you're the person that curses the things, like you cursed Mike, did you saying it curse the Phillies, or did them wearing it actually curse
True.
them?
If
Mark,
you never say that, it might never happen.
Mark, you like to travel, right?
I like to fly on
I
planes.
don't know if this is
you like to travel. Go ahead and F off. All right. No, but I did not curse the Phillies. Matt Gelb, whoever tweeted it out, they cursed the Phillies. I'm done with that team. It's on to hockey season. I got my Jeff Carter jersey up. I'm ready to rock. Mark's got his Flyers jersey on. Both Winter Classic jerseys, actually.
Yeah, I got Yager.
Yeah, Italian hockey player Jaromir Jagr.
That's why I'm wearing an Italian jersey right now. I knew Mark was going to wear Jagr.
That's why Greg had pizza for dinner.
Taco Wednesday in this house.
Oh,
Italian tacos.
We had tacos too. Did you go turkey meat?
Always.
You have to go turkey meat.
Yeah.
Then that way, when you put like the chips in it, it makes it healthier.
I don't think that's how it works, but
Yeah, it is.
I like the logic.
You guys like mayonnaise?
What?
Yeah, I don't like mayonnaise either. Thanks, Chris. All right, go ahead.
I mean, I just
don't want to talk sports. I'm over sports right now. I want nothing to do with them. I've lost $200 in real monies this weekend in gambling.
I hate to break it to you. I hate to break it to you.
I got to pay that parking ticket, Mike.
Oh man, that was the worst vibes. They lost Game 5, and you got a parking ticket,
which is nuts because we went to so many. We went to so many. I went to like every home game, obviously for the Phillies, and Matt drove me at least 4 or 5 times. No ticket anytime. Parked in the same exact spot every time, but then after Game 5.
the worst game.
Like after that heartbreaking defeat, we come
injury.
back. Yeah, that was something.
$51. I got to pay it in 15 days. I'm gonna let this go to collections.
Though, like $10 per day of parking's not bad if you
That's true.
Extrapolate it.
Here's what you do, Matt.
I try to be smart.
Pay the 51 and then take 51, go to Bovada, put it on the Phillies to win the 2023 World Series plus 1,500. That's what you do.
I agree.
That's good vibes.
1,500?
It's not enough money.
Oh, I'm sorry. You don't want $51 times 1,500 or plus 1,500.
Can't do it in your head.
Nope, not fast enough. Not even close.
It's like $700. Way to go, Greg. Even I knew that off the top of my head.
Oh yeah, real top of your head type stuff. But no,
You need one of these icy hots? I got you.
Well, thank God.
No mess relief.
Listen, I fully get not wanting to talk sports. I understand it, but to be fair, there is a lot of sports still going on. You can tell by our picks last week. Mike, best week on the show.
Yeah, it's a battle. It's a battle now for first. You had a bad week, and I'm less than a unit or around 1 unit behind you now.
It's close.
All of a sudden, we got a battle first. Producer Chris with his picks, he's now positive as well, so he's getting close to us as well.
That is true.
And I'm coming right there. I'm only 27 units negative.
Yeah, you're right in the midst.
I'm almost there.
Last
Greg
place
tried to
Mark.
hide 1 million losses.
What are you talking about?
Last place
Greg
Mark
sent
is
me
not
this.
correct.
Greg sent me this list. It was just so wrong today.
Greg gave me 525 units.
I did not give you 525 units.
Charlotte football, baby. The Tigers.
They lost by 52.
The guy hits the wrong emoji, and now all of a sudden I'm giving Matt units.
They lost by 52.
I am excited. Did you see my boys? The Battlehawks are coming back.
Mm-hmm. I'm just waiting for
Dude, shout out the Battlehawks. Shout out. I don't even know who's going to. I don't think my guy from Ole Miss, Jordan Tiama, is going to be their quarterback, but I think he's like an Instagram golfer now. I don't really know.
Listen, make money where you can. I love it.
Yeah.
When does
I
that
do
league
it.
start up again?
I think this.
Probably in the spring.
Yeah.
Right?
I think it's this spring.
Are they playing every game in Alabama, or is that the CFL?
No,
or the
That's
AFL?
the XFL.
No, that's
AFL.
the AFL.
AAFL.
This
Is
is
the
XFL.
AFL
Yeah.
still a lot? Like, is that still a thing? Are they
I
doing it
think so.
again?
The Philadelphia Stars
They-
almost won.
They
What do you
lost to the
mean?
championship
It's the
also.
third straight
Oh my
Philadelphia
God.
team to
They
lose to
lost
the
to the
I mean, let's be
championship.
fair. Since the 2000, well, I guess, sorry, the Eagles won. I was going to say, if the Eagles hadn't won, you're going back, you could have like 6 straight championship losses going back to like the Phillies
It's
of 09.
So upsetting. I mean, the Eagles are going to lose to the Cowboys.
Now,
again.
all right, I'm not
Don't
allowing
say
this
that.
negativity.
It's also the
Now you're
USFL.
saying The next team.
The USFL is
Yes,
is the-
USFL. This
All
is
my
where
picks this week are going to be teams that I want to win, but I'm going to pick the opposite. Like I'm going to but teams I'm cheering for.
this is where we get the Negadelphia attitude when you say
Yeah.
things like this. It's ridiculous to think that way.
Mega leg.
I'm going to get it tattooed underneath my beard.
I what? I don't even know how to know.
Over here?
From ear to
It's a
ear?
It's a face tattoo.
I
You
guess.
wanna- I'll be like, you want to know how I got these scars? The freaking Phillies lost to the Astros in the World Series.
Also, we did not start that episode early last week to avoid Mark shaving his head. We'll get to that at some point, I'm sure, if we can find a proper limit to hit.
I didn't want to talk about it. I was almost prepared to do it this week, but I had to cut my hair in the past week and a half since the last episode. So I think I need to grow it out a little longer in order for it to actually be more embarrassing. Right now it wouldn't be anything for the viewers. They would, why would anyone do that unless you want me to get rid of my facial hair?
Yes.
But-
Wait, we get 5 views. Mark shaves his goatee. 5 views. I'm just asking for 5 views.
We were shaving my eyebrows, Chris.
He goes, Murph from Practical Jokers. He shaved his eyebrows, and then we shaved Mike's head, and he has to wear it as a wig.
It
All
did
right,
feel
well-
good to shave the playoff. Dude.
I couldn't agree more. I will. All right.
I like my goatee.
On you're the only one. On that note,
Jeez.
all right.
That
You just
was
made
mean.
Mark.
Wow.
Mark.
Bully Greg.
I was kidding.
to travel.
Don't make me start. You know the
He's
answer.
a bully.
What a bully Greg is.
How dare you? You
Bully.
just made fun of him for 15 minutes.
No, I didn't.
We've only been recording for 12.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. 15 seconds.
You sound like LeBron over here, just making up facts.
Greg listened to Migos in 1993.
Yeah.
What do you think the soundtrack of the 93 Phillies was? All right. On that note, fellas,
From Scott, obviously.
let's get into Bovada and let's take a look at college football. I mean, huge shakeup in the college football world last week. Tennessee goes down at Georgia. You have Alabama essentially not fully eliminated, but kind of LSU shooting up the rankings. There's just a crazy TCU in the top 4. There's just a ton going on. Mark, where do you want to start us off here?
I'll start with Memphis tomorrow. They have a game. I'm going to take them against Tulsa minus 245. Tulsa's not a good team. They're 3-6. Memphis Tigers at home minus 245. I'm also going to parlay them, but I'll get to that in a
So
minute.
you're just going money line on that one.
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't know your last name was Cone. Mark Cone. This guy who sings Walking in Memphis. All right, next one.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me your first pick, Matt.
This podcast, I can't stand it. On UNLV plus 9.5 over Fresno State. They're running Rebels. We're going Rebel Nation this weekend with we got a big game in Mississippi. I'm ready to go.
Rebel gonna knock you out.
I got my shirt on. I'm ready to go. Did you see Lane Kiffin's tweet the other day where he tweeted out Nick Saban's book where it's like secrets to coaching a great program. Like, Lane Kiffin's great on Twitter. Twitter's been good lately. A lot of misinformation coming out. See that one about Connor McDavid saying he's going to be an Islander, but it was just a random guy who got the check mark?
Yeah, people have the check marks.
That's the problem. There can be a lot of blunders reported.
Yeah, the one that said they were Adam Schefter, and they said Josh McDaniels got fired already by the Raiders.
Probably should.
That's a big one going around, which should be true. They are dumpster fire.
Hackett should be fired first, but he got saved in London.
They've won a couple games. They're kind of back. We'll see what happens this week. I'm taking Cincinnati on Friday, -5, -110 against East Carolina. Mike,
Friday.
Where are you at?
Before you get to Mike, that finishes my parlay real quick. I'm taking Cincinnati -200, parlay +111. So I'm taking both of them money line and then parlay +111.
+111 for you. All right, Mike.
Yeah, I'm also going to stay on Friday. I didn't do the model last week, so I'm going to do it this week. USC -34.5, -110. It worked for you, Greg, against Colorado with Oregon. So should have taken them last week. I'm going to do it with USC this week.
Colorado's just so bad. They're so bad.
Literally the worst college football team I've ever watched.
Honestly,
it is impressive.
Honestly, it's like picking against Colorado is the easiest thing. Hawaii is another one. That Fresno State pick last week. I mean, it was 24.5. I think they won 52-12. Like it was awful.
Are bad.
So, like, I don't know what you do to fix Hawaii. I don't know how you do it. I don't know if you can currently.
What do you do when you? Right? Isn't that a song?
It is little Willy Wonka for you. I'm
Mark Cohn wrote it.
I'm gonna stick with a playoff team, and I'm going LSU -3.5 at Arkansas. It's a letdown spot. It certainly is coming off the big win. Like overtime, Alabama, you go for 2, you knock Saban down. Biggest win of Brian Kelly's short tenure so far at LSU. But I think Arkansas is very bad. What's false? You're thinking
Ole Miss.
That was more of
an upset. Why are you asking?
I knew more of an upset than the Bama game.
Here's a T, and you just put it right on top for him.
I have Arkansas in that game, Greg. +3.5, -110. KJ Jefferson got hurt a little bit last game, so they're unsure if he's going to play or not. But I don't know. Like you're saying, I think it's a big letdown spot. LSU has a chance to make the SEC championship, all that stuff, maybe in college football playoff. I think it's a letdown.
It certainly could be. Mark, what's your next one?
My next one is a team we've been talking trash on all year. I'm going to the Fighting Irish, Notre Dame, -15.5 against Navy. A great win last week. I went back, looked at the history against Navy. Obviously, they win against Navy most of the time, but the last 3 years, they've actually dominated them. They've won by like 34, 24, stuff like that. So I think the 15.5, I feel pretty safe with here, going with the Irish.
No, this is again. Oh, go ahead, Matt.
I was going to say
against Navy.
What came first, the color Navy or the school / like armed forces?
I'd assume the color.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
What do you mean?
I mean, what a question. Like,
it's a thinker.
It
is a good one.
I guess.
But like you mean like actual just like naval Navy,
yeah, but like,
right? Like not like the Naval Academy.
Yeah, correct.
But ancient civilizations, they had navies.
Oh, I don't believe that.
U.S. Navy.
I'm talking Navy. Yeah, we're talking like the Egyptians had a Navy, right? Technically,
yeah.
The Greeks had
in
Navy.
1748. In 1748, British Army, British Royal Navy officers wore navy blue, but they were also naval officers or Navy officers. So now it's. Now
it's a real chicken and the egg situation.
I'm stuck in a pickle now.
Is the question also, did Navy exist before they called it Navy?
It's true. There's been water on this planet a lot more before humans.
Right.
What?
This is way too philosophical and deep to Bettors' delight. I don't know what to tell you. Mike, give me your next one.
Yeah. I I'm going to go with the purple team here. I'll go with TCU. +7, -110. And I'm going to take a money line, +215 against Texas. They're going for the undefeated season. Duggins looked amazing. They stumbled a little bit last week, but they still came out and walloped Texas Tech at the end of that game. So I don't know. I think they're being disrespected here with this line.
I'm taking the over in that game to over 65 -110 at Bovada. Mark?
I also placed
I'm
the
on the Horned
future on
Frogs.
them.
Congrats. I'm on the Horned Frogs +7. I'll add the double dip to my card as well. I'll add the money line. I did like this line right away, so that probably is a bad thing. But, I do like the Horned Frogs in this area. They're having a great year. They're undefeated. What can you say?
Definitely a good
our
year.
podcast double dip is 3.5 and
I know.
0.5
The Dolphins
'cause
didn't get the cover against the Bears.
No, they won, but they didn't cover, so it's got like a half
Justin
loss
Fields.
in there.
You needed a miracle game from Justin Fields.
Yeah,
Though,
I mean,
to get a
they
half
played
loss.
You
unbelievable.
certainly got one. Matt, what's your next one in college football?
I'm going with the 49ers. +10.5, -110. And then I'm also taking the money line +300. They have put a lot of points up, and I think that this will be good for us. So I love the Niners in this game.
They scored 7 points last week.
Yeah, but it's fine. They're going to be
He's
fine.
talking about Charlotte again, Greg.
I know. I'm trying to find the line.
They scored 7 points.
Plus
They lost
10.5.
59-7, and Greg gave you a win.
Yeah, but I like Charlotte. There's a lot of gold in those hills in North Carolina.
What was the money line again?
+300.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why are they the Charlotte 49ers? Is there
My
gold?
guess is they were founded in 1949.
No,
Why else would it be?
because I think they have like the mining. They have the mining thing.
Are they miners?
No, they're
they're
that's what the
Niners.
49
Good point. Thank you. They're
That's
miners.
the whole thing is.
I'm on Pitt -4.5, -110. Taking on, I had it right here in front of me, and I lost to Virginia. I'm just gonna pick against Virginia all year. Like I know they covered against UNC last week, but I don't think they're very good. I just don't. I think UNC took them a little lightly. Mark, what's your next one?
They used to be
I'm
the
gonna take-
Owls.
Who?
But it does symbolize gold mining, even though the Charlotte area gold rush preceded the one in California by a number of years.
How
Oh,
many?
sweet. They completely changed their name because they stole it from Temple. Perfect.
The Wikipedia does not say that. I don't believe that. It certainly,
It will shortly.
as Chris noted, Wikipedia can say that. But Mark, what do you have?
I'm gonna take Oregon. I'm gonna take Oregon -13.5. I like a lot of the teams that are up at the top of the CFB rankings right now, just to kind of keep it good. I don't know. I know last week was a crazy week, but I think these teams are going to start just separating until we get to the conference championships and stuff like that.
I'm on that Oregon pick as well. And speaking of teams at the top of the rankings, I'm on Georgia -16.5, -110.
Yeah, I'm on that too. I think I looked at that line, and I know it's at Mississippi State, but I don't know. That just feels low. I feel like the defense can just crumble Mississippi State, and they don't score at all.
I mean, let's be fair. Mississippi State got absolutely throttled by Alabama, who's having technically a down year.
Yeah.
I think this Georgia team has a chance to absolutely dismantle them.
I agree.
Matt, what's your next one?
I'm going with a team that we all like. North Carolina State -19, -110 over Boston College. I don't think BC's got it this year. This isn't the teams of Matt Ryan and other people that went to Boston College that are famous. So I do
A.J. Dillon.
like A.J. Dillon, running back, A.J. Dillon, famous running back. And then, so I like NC State and the Wildcats.
I think it's the Wolf Pack, but I hear you.
The Wolfcats?
That would be something.
Speaking of something that's going to be that's been
It's gonna
stolen
be something.
from Temple. This game, Houston -20, -110 on Bovada. Easy dub. Temple stinks. Dana Holgerson running all over
It's
him.
not really a steal then, is it? It's kind of just taking it.
That's what stealing is.
Without
Fair.
almost the definition of stealing is taking something
Thank you.
without permission.
Okay. All right.
Essentially, that's what stealing is.
All right.
Webster's dictionary defines wedding as the fusing of two metals. Shout out
Mike,
to my Office fans. I think I'm going to Office trivia tomorrow.
Mark, what's your next one?
My next one, I'm gonna go with the Tulane Green Wave. They are playing. Hold on, they're playing UCF. I'm going with the over in that game. I like UCF. They score a lot of points. They put up a lot against Temple, and Tulane's they're ranked 17th in the college football playoff rankings. They're having a good year. They're on a 5-game win streak, so I think this is gonna be points. I think it's over 54.5.
54.5.
At minus 110.
Did you know UCF yearly average for like freshman students is like 70 to 90,000 students for freshmen that come in each year?
What?
Yeah.
That's insane.
It's one of the
That's a
biggest one of the biggest schools in the country.
Somebody fact check that. I can't imagine that's correct.
I'm just saying, it's like 70 to 90,000.
280,000 people go to UCF is what you're saying.
There's a lot of people. I'm
Quarter
just saying.
of a million people.
Some people drop out.
What? 8,000 of them?
It's a large campus. It's a D1 school.
Okay. What's your next pick, Matt?
So we might as well just get to it. Game of the week this week. It is Mississippi versus Alabama. It's the 11 team versus the 9 team. Exciting week. Kiffin versus Saban. Battle of two juggernaut coaches. I'm taking Mississippi plus 11.5. I'm taking Mississippi money line plus 335. Mississippi wins this game. They win out. They get to play in the conference championship, and we're ready to go. I love this team. We're ready to rock. We're back. We're fighting. We're a good team.
At that point, anything can happen. We're getting word that the freshman classes at UCF are 13,500 students as freshmen,
And the total is 70,000, which is what Matt said with the.
I gotta reread my facts.
You
here. I don't know.
do you need glasses? Like, is that what it is?
I'm just fed
Oh,
misinformation, I guess, on this. I don't
He
know.
got the number right, so no,
Yeah.
his eyes work, I guess. Like,
At least partially.
Yeah.
I'm on Penn State minus 10.5, minus 110 against Maryland. Even though I feel like Maryland always plays them close, especially I think this game's in Maryland. But I'm on Penn State here. Mike, what's your next one?
Yeah, I was on the over 64.5 minus 110 in that Bama Ole Miss game. I didn't get, we had to get that fact in. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Oklahoma State plus 105 against Iowa State. They don't know who's starting at quarterbacks. Might be Sanders, it might not be, but Iowa State's horrible. And that line doesn't make sense to me at Oklahoma State. So I'm gonna take the home dog.
All right, Mark.
OKLA-HomeDog.
OKLA-HomeDog.
Nice.
Yes.
70,000 students per sophomore class there.
Yeah.
Mark.
Oklahoma's huge.
That's insane. Mark, what's your next one?
Most of the population in Florida is on UCF's campus.
It's unbelievable.
It's like 1,400 acres just packed.
they're the like what is it? The Electoral College.
Yeah.
They have their own points. UCF.
Yeah.
Politics. Topical.
Yeah, Mark, your next one.
I'm also in the Bama game. I'm taking the Tide. I'm taking the minus the 11.5. I don't know. I can't see Saban losing 3 games, and
Especially 2
they
in a
could
row.
certainly win. Yeah, but they could certainly win by less than 11.5. But I feel like they're gonna be mad.
When is the last time
Yeah.
they've lost 3?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't even know.
Regular
could've
regular
fact-checked
season
that, but-
games, like
Yeah,
not
regular
counting,
season.
like not a season where they lost, like let's just say one regular season, the SEC championship, and then like the playoff game.
The playoff.
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
I'm looking.
All right, you figure that out. I'll give out my last 2. It's I give out the over already in TCU, Texas. My last 2 are UNC plus 3.5, minus 105, and then Oregon State, the Beavs late night minus 14, minus 110 on Bovada. Beavs easy cover last week, losing by 3 to Washington State, getting 4.5. Matt, anything else in college football?
2010.
Wow, so 12 years ago. Matt.
So I got one more pick, and it's Michigan, Nebraska over 48.5 minus 110. Two high-powered offenses that I think will get it done. That's not a very high over. I think Michigan's going to put up 35 on their own. So as long as Nebraska can sneak in like a safety or an extra point, I think we'll be all right.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean, I like the logic. I think they can definitely put up points on them if you're Michigan. Mark, you have anything else in college football?
I'm not Michigan. I'm
All
mad.
done.
Mike, anything else?
Yeah, my last pick is just Wisconsin minus 1.5, minus 105 at Iowa. Thank you. At Iowa, I think Wisconsin's starting to run the football well. They dominated Maryland last week, so I think they can run on.
All right. Cool. So that closes out college football. Quickly, let's go to some tennis action. Mark, I think we talked a little bit pre-show. You might be the only one with some picks, even though Matt did hit his parlay last week.
Woo!
Woo-hoo. So, I looked at some tennis picks. There's not a lot there today. But there's the Billie Jean King World Cup, World Group Playoffs.
She's not your lover. She's just
No.
a girl. I don't know the rest of the words.
Good work.
This is Billie Jean King, not Billie Jean.
Oh.
Two different people.
Close enough.
Same name.
Both-
Same name.
Fun fact, both went to UCF.
Graduated same year. Unbelievable.
Didn't know each other. It's a huge school, of course not.
So I have two picks in the Billie Jean King Cup. I'm going to take 2 underdogs. I'm taking Australia plus 110 against Belgium. And then just for the homeland, I'm taking Poland plus 400.
All right. Oh, I put those under Mike by accident, but
That's fine. You could do that.
I don't want those.
yeah,
You can have
that'd
them.
be such a shame if they won and Mark didn't get them.
Oh, I would call you out. It's on the record.
I mean, I'd be upset knowing that I'm in like a head-to-head battle at the top here with Mike all of a sudden. So, very disheartening. Matt, did you run back a parlay?
Yeah, I ran back a parlay. Might as well. Didn't know I won last week, so might as well do
Solid.
it. I'm taking Nakashima minus 550 over Francesco Pissarro.
Are you doing these just in the parlay?
Just in the parlay.
All right.
Hi, Justin. Just in the parlay. So, and then Julia Grabber versus Irina Maria Barra, minus 325. And Alexander Vukic over Charles Broom, minus 375. For a total of minus 104. That would be 0.96 units on this parlay. I'm calling it the 1996 parlay because that was a great year for the economy and just life in general. So,
When did you learn how to do units?
I think he looked it up.
yeah, what happened today in 1996?
While you go for your history lesson, I'm going to move us along.
You listening to KYW?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I
don't even wanna-
good. Don't say it. I don't even know what it is.
I'm not gonna
Move
say
on.
it. The 138th performance of Cats was held in London. We'll go with that one.
Yeah, all right.
Perfect.
I'll take that as the fact.
It's a big number, 138. Wow.
Real milestone. Let's
Who wrote that fact as what happened on
on this day in 1996.
Yeah, unbelievable.
I have no idea. Let's get into soccer. The last break or the last week of games prior to next week's World Cup. Lot of good
Very
things coming out of
excited.
Qatar, right? Or Qatar, right?
I mean, no, you're being sarcastic, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Seems like
Because you're not wrong. There's a lot of things going on. Everything's catching fire. It seems like there's so many injuries this year happening, especially like the last 2 weeks. It feels like
playing competitive games and then going into there, like not having like a big rest, like in the middle of the summer, is just dumb. But
seems like we're gonna have to bet the unders in this World Cup. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that in in a week or so. Bovada, I'm sure we'll have a ton of lines on there. For now, there's some Premier League action that I'm sure we need to get to. Matt, what do you got?
Soccer's a passion of mine, Greg. So I'm gonna go with some teams that are near and dear to my heart, and I think where I'm gonna start is Tottenham Hotspurs minus 160. The Coyotes. I like this team, and I think they're gonna take down Leeds United.
All right. I mean, Tottenham loses in the League Cup today to Nottingham Forest. Not saying anything.
Wait, they already lost? How are they still playing?
It was in like a random tournament, not the
A
Premier
tournament,
League.
not
Yeah.
Premier League.
Some fake thing made up again.
How dare you? The League Cup is just as important as all these other things.
No, it's not.
So this is a pretty fun
Sarcasm, Mike.
fact.
Go ahead.
If a person born on this day in 1996, if he saved a penny every day starting at age 5, he would have $76.71. Not a lot of money.
No, not at all. But what? It's
Yeah, that's what, I don't know, man. People are doing facts wrong on the internet. And the thing that I thought was bad happened in like July of '96. I don't even know why that was the first thing to pop up. So I don't know.
What? I don't think you have to Google.
Danny Rojas.
Mike, what's your next one in
so
soccer?
confused.
Yeah, obviously, Greg, you know where we're going to start.
I know.
We're going to have to go head-to-head here. Wilfred Zaha, Crystal Palace, plus 145. They took down West Ham in Double B on Sunday with a 92nd-minute goal from Elise. We're going to win again here. Plus 145 is outright just wrong line. That's disgusting. Nottingham Forest stinks.
How dare you? We beat
We're top
Tottenham
of the
today.
league.
We beat Tottenham
We're
today.
top of the league.
And they beat Liverpool.
And we beat Liverpool. That is true. I mean, obviously, Mike, you know I'm on Nottingham Forest plus 205 on Bovada. How could I not be? How could I not be?
Palace they're 10th right now. They can move into possibly 7th by World Cup time. That'll be Europa League or Europa Champions League. We can make Europe. I'm ready.
Yeah, that's the Europa League, Champions League part.
Nations League, Europa Nations
Conference.
League.
No, there's like
National
conference. That's
League.
what it is.
Yeah,
There's Europa Conference League. Yeah,
certainly
that's
a
what West Ham's in right now.
Certainly a possibility. Mark, where are you starting? Coming on, licking your wounds after Brighton took down Arsenal today.
Arsenal can't had a big win in the league. They don't need to worry about the League Cup. Coming off the big win over Chelsea. I'm going to take Arsenal minus 180 this week. I mean, that's not terrible value for a team that's flying high right now. Hopefully everybody just has a good game against the Wanderers, Wolverhampton. But minus 180 on the Gunners when they're at the top of the league. They look really good, man. They look really good.
Yeah, hey, I can't take anything away from you. They are sitting in first place. It is tough for for me to talk trash on any of it. So I get it.
Their crash will be amazing.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. Speaking of two teams that seem to be in a pretty much a crash situation, I'm taking West Ham and Leicester to draw at plus 230. I just think they're two teams that they're not having the best campaigns in terms of the Premier League. So I'll take the draw in this one and some value. Matt, anything else in soccer?
Yeah. I'm going to go with my team. The City Boys of Manchester City.
Boys.
Give me them minus 725 over Brentford.
Okay.
Gotta get those units back somehow.
How could you not?
It's a good bet.
It's a great bet. Absolutely great bet. Mike, anything else?
My only other soccer pick is I'm gonna go Everton plus 155 against Bournemouth. I don't know why, but I just that line stuck out to me. Bournemouth stinks. Everton is also stinky, but they're better.
Somehow less stinky.
Yeah. It's a battle of less stinky.
Understandable.
What's that smell?
We got a guy. Yes, it is Leonard Skinner. We got a guy in here throwing out picks every week. He's giving out winners. Producer Chris, little Wrexham again versus Wealdstone minus 218. He's 4-0 in Wrexham bets this year. Added in late yesterday to last week's show, and he's going to try to continue on this week with it. So, I mean, how can you turn down winners? I can't.
You can, yeah.
What's that? That's that fake soccer team from the TV show?
Yes.
Yeah. The FIFA League.
Yeah.
My last pick going into the World Cup break is Man U versus Fulham. Man U minus 110 on Bovada. I just can't. They can't just keep losing, can they?
They can.
I guess
They are in like 5th or 6th though. Seems like
Or
they should
7th.
be 5th. They should be. It seems like they should be
That's-
lower, but they are in 5th place.
Yes, they should be significantly worse, and yet somehow somehow aren't. All right. Does that run us through soccer then?
No, I did one pick.
Oh.
No. Danny
What is this?
Rojas.
Then throw me the rest
What
of
is
yours.
All right, so I'm going to take Chelsea plus 210 against Newcastle. They're coming off the loss to Arsenal, but I think Chelsea's still not a bad team. Newcastle's playing well, but I think they're just defending really well. I don't think they're playing great offense. I'm going to take Napoli in the Italian league minus 195. They're at the top of that league. Piotr Zielinski representing for Poland. He's playing really well. I'm going to parlay that one with Arsenal at plus 135.
So Napoli versus Udinese, minus
Yeah, I'm sorry,
195.
I'm not-
You're good. Arsenal, Napoli, and what's the parlay pay?
Yeah, 135.
Plus 135 for you.
And then to finish me in soccer, you know where I'm at. I'm going with Holland anytime minus 290. Holland first goal plus 190. And I found a little fun bet. I'm going to try. I'm going to take a scorecast bet. Holland to score and Man City to win 4-0 plus 800.
Holland to score, Man City 4-0.
That is a fun bet, Mark.
Plus 800, you said?
That's
Plus 800 seems low
It does seem low.
for that exact winner and stuff. Seems low.
Where did you find that?
So anytime minus 290, first goal plus 190, and then your combo plus 800, right?
Yeah.
Nothing on
Greg.
Robert this week?
They didn't have any games set up for La Liga. There's 3 games. Barcelona was not one of them.
All right. Mike, what were you saying?
I put AC Milan minus 130.
What?
Please
Why
don't
did
do
you
that.
you just did
Please
that, Mike?
He's screaming into the microphone.
Yeah,
That's what
please.
Mike
God,
just did.
If I didn't break my headphones last week, I would have just done it right now.
AC Milan against Fiorentina minus 135.
All right, I got you in there, Mike.
Yeah.
I will say the broken headphones allows me to wear hats like this though, which is fun.
You're not wrong. That's a big advantage.
I want Erling Haaland to score and Manchester City to win 5-0 at plus 1200.
Erling Haaland to score, Man City 5-0 plus 1200.
Yes, sir.
Matt, you
I
came
hope
very
Brentford
close.
scores the first goal.
You came so close to hitting those Phillies futures. It was you could taste it. It's
You
a
probably
bummer.
smell that.
He did. All right. On that note, fellas, the first week of college basketball is here. No futures. There's just too many conferences, too much of that stuff going on. But we do have some matchups here in week 1 of college basketball out there on Bovada. And, I mean, not the biggest of slates, but it's certainly there's certainly a good amount. Mike, what do you got?
Yeah. I'm going to start with Kansas minus 23, minus 110 against North Dakota State.
Also on that.
Yeah, I've just been taking the top teams at home so far to start this year, and they've all pretty much been covering. So I'll just keep riding with that. Texas is going to win it all this year. Get your futures in there.
Get your futures in. I'm on that Kansas pick as well, of course. Of course, we're all on it. Why wouldn't we be?
Yeah.
Matt, anything in college basketball?
Matty Unders is back. The college basketball under better. We got an in-state rivalry game right now. Nebraska versus Nebraska online under 154 minus 110. Matty Unders is so back, and this is what we love to see when basketball is back. No points, just give me the unders.
I remember going through a season where I was convinced that Nebraska, based off zero research, zero knowledge, that Nebraska would just never go over. Was not the best strategy in the world, let me tell you. But I remember
that was
preaching.
6 years ago.
It was a while ago, but I remember preaching Nebraska unders as a thing. Not a good look. Not a good look at all. My only other
154 is a lot of points.
It is. It's a lot of points.
It is.
My only other pick in college basketball is UMass +1 minus 110 this week. So, Mike, anything else in college basketball?
Yeah, my last pick is Oklahoma State -8, minus 110, also at home against Southern Illinois. I don't know how good Oklahoma State actually is, but I don't know. That just seems like a Power 5 conference team at home. -8 seems low against Southern Illinois.
I feel like I feel like the only time.
HomeDog?
Yeah.
Not a home dog, though.
I feel like the only time Oklahoma State ever mattered was when Cade Cunningham was there, and I can't think of any other year they ever mattered in college basketball.
When Marcus
Marcus
Smart punched a fan.
I guess that's a good one.
John Lucas.
I was gonna say St. Joe's. It was John Lucas, wasn't it? Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So
Billy
there's a couple.
Hamilton.
That's made up.
Alexander Hamilton.
He's
The guy
no.
they made that musical about.
It was all about.
Yeah.
It was all about his free throw percentage at Oklahoma State.
He's the mascot.
They're the
Mark,
Hamiltons.
Yeah.
Mark, you got anything else in college basketball?
Yeah, I got two that are going to follow the same pattern as that Kansas pick, just teams that should be better at home. Two in-state rivalries. I'm in that Nebraska game. I'm taking Nebraska minus 18 against Nebraska Omaha online. And I'm also taking Arizona State. They are minus 15 against Northern Arizona at home. So two teams that should easily cover against, small schools in state.
I mean, that's how the college basketball season kicked off. Baylor, just an absolute dominant win over Mississippi Valley State.
It was a crime that Mississippi Valley State got over 49.5.
I mean, that was
They had like 18 points in the first half, and then they decided to score all in the second half.
they scored 21 in the first half. It was an easy first half over 70.5 in that game because let's be fair, Baylor scored 61 points in the first half by themselves. So
they were already covering that 43.5 line in the first half, or right on it.
They were dead on. Does that close out college basketball then for us?
I have two more unders.
All right, give me your unders.
Towson, Massachusetts, under 147, minus 110. Towson has a very slow offense this year, and I don't think they're going to really score many points. And then Central Michigan, Marquette, under 146.5, minus 110. Then I'm going to parlay that all together, plus 596. That's with the Nebraska game in there as well.
Matty unders plus 596.
Matty Under's college basketball is back, ready to rock, ready to roll, ready to rock and roll at the same time.
And it was 147 and 146.5 in those two games, right?
Yeah, that is correct, Greg.
All right, perfect. Then
what is correct?
I don't know. Let's
Jeopardy.
Let's dive into darts very quickly. Grand Slam of darts this weekend. A whole bunch of matchups for the first round of that. It's pool play that then leads into a much longer tournament throughout the next week or so. But we have those first round matchups or those first pool play games. I can't imagine anyone but me and maybe Matt have picks in this, but I'll give out two straight picks that I have. Simon Whitlock versus Mensur Suljovic. Whitlock minus 128 on Bovada, and then Josh Rock versus Ryan Searle minus 157. Matt, anything in darts?
You saying darts pool play made me think of remember that rocket ship shaped thing that you had underneath when you'd go under the water and you'd throw it and it was kind of like a dart and it would swim around.
Yeah, they floated through.
It kind of looked like a Nickelodeon
award.
One
of the blimps.
The blimp.
Do you know who won the best band in 2002 from the Nickelodeon Awards?
What?
I certainly do not. I'll tell you that right now.
You know that.
2002 Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards Best Band. It's a pretty famous band. Baha Man.
Big time.
They won Best Band in the Nickelodeon Choice Awards.
I just keep seeing Chris do different things in the camera, and I have no idea what he's doing it to. But I think he was very disappointed that the Baha Men got that title.
Sugar Ray or Smash Mouth.
That would be one of the his prop bets for sure.
But anyway, who's Traveler? Give me Ted Evans plus 2.5 plus 105 over Gerwin Price.
Oh.
But
are you worried?
I'm not worried.
Oh. I'm unsure if you're worried about Gerwin Price throwing with his left hand.
You're talking about months ago.
Months ago. His fingies are fine.
Yeah, he's back. He's won tournaments since then. What are we talking about here, Mike?
Yeah. The Elk Lodge Special Tournament of the Month he won.
Well, I'm going to run through. I'm taking all these guys straight, but I'm also doing a decently sized parlay. Joe Cullen versus Richie Edhouse, minus 275. Danny Noppert versus Christian Perez, minus 800. The aforementioned Gerwin Price versus Evans, minus 600. Damon Hedda versus Jermaine Waddamena, minus 325. Nathan Aspinall versus Alan Suter, minus 285. MVG versus Nathan Rafferty, minus 500. And Johnny Clayton closes it out versus Leonard Gates, minus 600. All those guys together as well, plus 343 on Bovada. Is that darts, fellas?
That's
Yeah,
dark.
geez.
I figured
Yeah.
it was. I figured it was.
Holy crap.
It's a big one. Well, there's a lot of heavy favorites because it's a weird mishmash of people. There's a lot of random qualifiers. You know,
Mark, it's the Buckingham Grand Slam of darts, sponsored by Johnsonville Sausage. All
this guy
right,
is the worst.
it's
Do you understand?
every dart match is sponsored by a bowling alley. Brunswick Zone's got their own team. They're sending up from Nevada.
Brunswick Zone. Let's go to the NHL then, and we have a pretty big slate of hockey games. Mark, start me off.
Going with the Flyers, plus 110.
It's 110
against
now.
the Blue Jackets. It is plus 110 against the Blue Jackets. I got the jersey on. The Flyers they're bringing the vibes up. The cup is on. It's I gotta believe right now. So
I mean, I'm on the Flyers plus 110 as well on Bovada. I have to. They dismantled the Blues last night. This team actually is playing for torts. I love it. Mike.
I'm going to take the Oilers plus 130 at Carolina Hurricanes. Even though this goes against my grain, I'm going to take them anyways.
All
Normally
right.
don't bet on the Hurricane games or the Senators.
The Hurricanes are one of those teams that's a constant stay away. Matt.
Blackhawks plus 215 over the Kings.
Plus 215. The ever struggling Blackhawks. I like that you're down with them. I'm taking the Bruins minus 160. They have been absolutely on fire.
also on my
Yeah,
card.
to start the season, I can't imagine it doesn't continue to roll on there. Mike, since Mark said he's also on the Bruins, what else you got?
I'm going to take the Golden Knights minus 160 at Buffalo.
The Bruins minus 160 there. You're on the Knights in that game, Mike?
Golden Knights.
I'm actually on the Sabres in that game. The Sabres, you said, the Sabres are plus 135. The Golden Knights are minus 160.
Knights are first right now in the Pacific, so
Yeah,
they're playing good hockey.
Playing very well. The Sabres have been a little bit frisky. So, Matt, what do you got?
Knights are usually underneath the Kings, but that's just a hierarchy in old times, medieval times, but it's whatever. I got an underdog parlay that I want to, because we are on the Underdog Podcast Network, so shout out that group there. Great, run by a great group of guys. But I'm taking the Coyotes, the Predators. I'll send you this picture of the text, Greg.
Are you
with
taking them all individually as well?
No, just the plus 676.
Okay.
Yotes, Tatars, Yarks, and the Blackhawks.
Plus
676.
I'm also you mentioned the Sharks in that matchup. I'm on them. I'm on them plus 145. My last pick is the Rangers minus 150. Mark, what do you got?
I'm also on the Sharks. Yeah, playing the Blues. Blues have lost 8 straight.
Jamie Tot Jamie
I mean,
Tot Jamie Tot.
The guy finally watched Ted Lasso a year and a half later, and now it's all he's
gonna
doing.
Keep quoting it.
Jamie
How
Tot
dare you.
Jamie Tot Jamie Tot.
Mike, do you have anything else?
Jamie Tot.
No, I don't.
You're good in the NHL.
Yeah.
Is everybody good NHL wise?
Yeah.
All right. Then let's go to UFC 281 this week.
Violence.
A huge matchup. Israel Adesanya defending his title versus Alex Pereira, who was brought into the UFC essentially for this situation. You have Carla Esparza going up against Weili Zhang in the strawweight title, the women's strawweight title matchup. Big 155 sort of title eliminator matchup. I mean, a lot of action in the UFC. Mike, I'll start with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go against the homeland in the first pick here with Silvana Gomez Juarez minus 105. She's got some
PU
power. She's got some power in her hands, and Kolakevich is she finally got her first finish ever, but was on like a 4-fight losing streak before that. It's past her time.
We're
She's
building
gonna get knocked out probably.
We're building momentum. I'm on Karolina Kovacevic minus 115 on Bovada. We're getting W's. Mark, what do you got in the UFC?
I'm good in the UFC right now.
Out of it completely?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that works. Matt, UFC.
Silvana Gomez Juarez by KO, TKO, or disqualification plus 300.
Plus 300 for you.
Throw that on my card
This
too.
is
I want that too.
No, that's defense,
I literally just said that I think she's got power in her hands.
and he's gone.
Well, it's like you purposely kicked him out.
Matt, I didn't know you had that power. Oh my god.
My bad.
Boom.
Am I here?
I'm scared of this guy.
All right, see you, Mark.
Am I
I
here?
have no idea.
I'm gonna guess his internet.
That was
that was incredible.
absolutely
timing.
unbelievable.
Am I here?
Can
you hear me?
Is Chris
Unreal.
talking to
Don't
Mike?
close. If you are
Okay.
here, I cannot hear him, but do not close the browser. Keep it open.
I am
Turn your
not. I'm
internet
here.
on, off, do all that stuff. But that was absolutely spectacular.
I'm here.
Perfect.
Time.
For those that want to see it happen, macronepicks.com. It'll take you right to there. Hit subscribe. We're at 54,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel. We love to see it. We're 55, I think, now, per
Wow.
producer Chris. So tell your friends, tell your in-laws, tell your brothers, tell your cousins, tell your uncles, tell your nephews, nieces, uncles, aunts, second cousins removed, your friend Chris you don't talk to anymore. Tell them all. Bloop. Bloop. Just a boop. Simple boop.
That's so funny. What is hilarious though is I can see his audio moving, so that's going to be a super fun edit later this afternoon or this evening. I'm on Mike Trezano plus 134 against Sung-Woo Choi. I'm on him. I'm on that. I'm on Brad Riddell. War Riddell for the bucket. Even money against. I just saw it here against Hanato Moicano. Matt, anything else in the UFC?
I'm going back to my boy that doesn't play defense, Carlos Ulberg, minus 130. Guy doesn't put his hands up, doesn't protect his face. I think he's gonna come back. He's a big Muay Thai guy, trained with American Top Team down in San Diego. So I do like Ulberg in this pick.
I'm gonna have Mike send me the rest of his MMA picks. This is an insane situation.
Tell him I did. Tell him I did.
What the rest of them? Okay, well that's good. Let's see here. Perfect. Of course, it's handwritten. That's perfect. I have all of his picks. Sideways. How are you taking these pictures? He's also on Brad Riddell. He's on Carlos Esparza plus 315 in the co-main event. He likes Dan Hooker minus 152. Me and him share the pick of Michael Chandler plus 185 as well. I'm on Esparza plus 315. We are on way too much of the exact same stuff. Matt, before I give out the rest of his picks, anything else in the UFC?
Yeah, I got one for you. Wait, are we going to the main event yet?
No, hold off. If you have the main event, hold off.
Do
right.
it.
Claudio Puelles plus 125 over Dan Hooker.
Claudio Puelles.
Come on. You should have done it. Should have just gone main event right there.
I am the main event.
You are not.
You are definitely not the main event.
I am Matt the main event crone, 100%. Go to Matt the main event.
Absolutely unreal.
I was going to say this.
Then let's go to the main event. It's like 4 different shows going on all at once here. In the main event, we have Israel Adesanya, like I mentioned, minus 200 on Bovada going up against Alex Pereira. Mike's taking Israel Adesanya plus 300 via KO. So we'll see how that goes there.
Definitely pronounced
Look at this guy. You're right. Probably
Wow.
via. Is he back? I don't know.
He's back.
Maybe I should have disconnected my internet a little bit earlier.
I can't hear you.
I can hear him.
Just kidding.
I'm just kidding.
I sat there for a minute and a half, just staring.
Chris.
But yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
I see his audio coming through. Thankfully,
back. Just for the main event. Main event Mike is what they call me. Actually,
it's not what they call you.
I just gave out your Izzy KO plus 300.
Okay, yeah.
Give me your parlay then.
Alex is gonna get aggressive, and we're gonna KO him. Everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, Izzy's boring," because all of his dudes fighting him. He's with the game plan. But my parlay is it's Izzy money line minus 200. Dominic Reyes minus 220 and Aaron Blanchfield minus 425. I want them all straight, and I'll take him plus 170.
So Israel Adesanya straight is minus 200.
Yeah,
What is Aaron Blanchfield?
minus 425.
Aaron Blanchfield minus 425. Who's the other person?
Dominic Reyes, minus 220.
Dominic Reyes minus 220, and the parlay is
Plus
Blanchfield,
170. Yep.
Reyes, Adesanya.
Any
plus
relation to Easy Reyes?
220 or plus 170.
Yeah.
Easy Reyes is the main character to the Mayans on FX. Right after Wrexham.
It's got to be. Matt, you said you had something in the main event.
Yeah. Wiley Zhang, minus 425. Israel Adesanya, minus 200. Parlay, minus 117. Both end still.
So Israel,
one would be new.
yeah, he.
But also, Greg, I don't like that we're on so many picks. So
We're
I
on
can hear
a
you the
lot
whole
of
time,
we're on a
and I
lot
don't
of the
like it.
same picks, which is going to be a real problem. So I'll have to fix all your stuff later. Can we go to the NFL now?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to the NFL. Week 10, double digits in the NFL. This is a nightmare. I can't believe we've already gotten this deep into the NFL season. But here we are, fellas. Thursday night football. The Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. I think maybe tied for first place Falcons or in first place by themselves. Bovada has the Falcons as the road favorites at -3. Mike?
The Road Dogs.
OKLA-HomeDogs. I got the over. Over 42.5, minus 110 in that game. Points.
Oh my gosh, I can't type. I'm all flustered. Everything's going wrong here. So Falcons, Panthers over. Not afraid of Thursday night games being relatively low scoring. I like that. Over 42.5 for you. I'm on the Falcons in this game. The Panthers clearly stink. They have no idea who's playing quarterback. I guess it's gonna be PJ Walker, but he was so bad last week.
Would have been Matt Corral.
It probably would have been Matt Corral at this point. Falcons -3, even money for you. Matt, what's your first one in the NFL?
But
What was that?
Titans minus 140 over the Denver Broncos. Easy money line game for the Titans. They're a good team. Malik Willis looks good behind the helm of that team. Derrick Henry's a good running back. AJ Brown's pretty good. They got a good squad over there. They're one AJ Brown away from being a good football team.
It's such a rude thing to say as an analysis of that team.
I'm a rude dog.
No, I get it. I get it.
Double dipping on the Titans there.
Titans-
-2.5, minus 110, and then minus 140.
Minus.
I agree with Matt's takes there. I think they need to let Willis throw the ball a little bit more, though. I think that's what cost him on
What did he throw the ball like 12 times?
Yeah.
I think that's what cost him. That's what cost him.
Excuse me.
They do have to let him throw the ball more because even he made good throws to receivers. They literally just dropped them. I'm on the Titans -2.5, minus 110 as well. Mark, where are you at in the NFL?
I'm going to Germany.
He's got to unplug his headset.
What is he
I
doing?
have
He
no
said his
idea.
leg
legs
fell
hurt.
asleep.
My leg fell
Okay.
asleep.
All right, so I'm going to Germany. I'm taking the double dip on the Buccaneers. Buccaneers coming off the win, but what I'm going with here mostly is I think this might be the furthest any team has ever had to travel for a football game. Seattle to Germany is like what, like a 15-hour flight? They must have made a stop somewhere. So I don't know. I'm gonna just hope that comes into play here and tires out the Seahawks.
I love the Seahawks in this matchup. People continue to doubt this team. They've done nothing but prove that they are absolutely for real in that division and in this league. I love Kenneth Walker. I think Geno does exactly what he has to do to get the ball to their playmakers. I'm double dipping the other way, Mark. I'm going Seahawks.
I'd probably be on your side if it was in Tampa, but
Listen, Germany, Tampa, London, doesn't matter. Mexico City, Seahawks +3, minus 115. Seahawks money line +125 on Bovada there. So
I have the over in that game as well. Over 44.5, minus 110. First game in Germany. I'm hoping for big plays, a lot of scoring.
over 44.5 for you, Mike. Matt, anything, next one in the NFL?
My next one in the NFL, Greg, is the New York Giants minus 4.5 over the Houston Texans. The Giants look good right now. Bill looks good. I just they're a good team.
Xavier McKinney broke his hand though. That's my guy.
Oh, did he? He plays for Buffalo.
No.
Nope.
What? He's the starting safety for the Giants.
Who's McKenzie
Isaiah McKenzie.
Isaiah McKenzie's a
McKenzie.
receiver.
for Buffalo?
Yes.
Yep. Different guy.
Yes,
Yeah,
completely
Xavier
different
McKinney
guy.
is a safety. That
Not even the same name.
And Isaiah broke his hand.
Yes.
You're getting closer. You're getting closer.
Jamie Tot. Jamie Tot.
Mark, what's your next one?
I'm going with the other sea animal. I'm going with the Dolphins. Going with the Dolphins minus 3.5 against the Browns. The Dolphins are good with Tua. As long as he stays in the game and doesn't, get injured, they win. So the offense looks amazing. Tyreek Hill's on fire. Jalen Waddle also a top 5 receiver, I think, in receiving yards this year. So give me the Dolphins against the Browns.
They're drawing it up about as perfectly as you possibly could for 2 unbelievably fast wide receivers. I'm on that Dolphins pick as well. Mike.
Yeah. Next pick, we're gonna go with the Steelers plus 105 against the Saints. The Saints are we want them to keep losing because the Eagles have their draft pick, obviously. So I'll take the Steelers at home there. The Saints are bad. Steelers are also kind of bad, but we'll take the
bad.
we'll take the home dog again.
I'm double
Saints are bad.
dipping on the Steelers because, Matt, why?
Saints are bad. Saints are bad. Saints are bad.
I'm on the Steelers plus 1.5.
I wish you didn't watch that show.
Yeah, me too. Plus
Mike's
one.
Mike's a 10.
Now it's cool.
You're back. You're back.
You're back.
Steelers plus 1.5, minus 110, and Steelers plus 105 on the money line on Bovada for me there. Matt, your next one.
So I am going with my team, the Minnesota Vikings, to lose by minus 3.5 points to the Buffalo Bills. I like Buffalo. They got a great wide receiver in Isaiah McKenzie. They're the best team in New York because they're the only team in New York technically. So I do like them.
So, did you take the Bills or the Vikings?
You took the Bills.
All right.
Bills.
Bills minus.
Even if Josh Allen doesn't play.
I'm taking Vikings.
Yeah, but Case Keenum works for he works for sports apparel.
Foot Locker.
Yeah, you ever see these videos? He's a man of the people.
Yeah. I'm going to double dip on the Vikings here before the line changes due to Josh Allen being officially out. The Vikings are a good team. It's not a primetime game. And without Josh Allen, I don't know.
I just don't know why you would play Josh Allen right now. It doesn't.
shouldn't.
It feels like a bad move.
I didn't know
Yeah.
Josh Allen wasn't playing, just to be
Well,
clear.
he's playing as of right now. He's day to
Yeah,
day.
but it's
Well, I'm taking him off
Elbow.
my parlay.
All right, you can take him out of the parlay while you work on that. Mike, give me your next one.
yeah. I'm gonna go with the Raiders -6, -110 against the Colts. Both dumpster fires again, but I mean the Colts. I don't know what they're gonna do on offense with that hiring of Jeff Saturday. So who knows if the Colts will even score? So Raiders
What a
-6.
What a random hire.
Unbelievably random.
You're going to be the coach.
Yeah, unbelievably random. So I don't know.
You, that guy.
Did you see
They
his
have
quote
nobody
about
ever called a game.
sausage?
What?
Did you see
What?
Jim Irsay's quote about sausage?
Yes, I did.
He's like, I've never made sausage before, but I love sausage. So Jeff Saturday's our coach. I was like, what are you talking about?
Did you see his other quote where he was like, we're fourth in the winning percentage since 2000,
Yeah.
so that we're in the top quadruple of the the league in winning.
The quarterly of the quarterly, top quarterly.
Absolutely
Quartile.
bizarre.
That's the word.
Yeah, quartile's the word.
Quartile.
Quartile. Yeah, that
Top
was
fourth
unbelievable.
quartile. All right, well, that's terrible. But we talked about dumpster fires. I've lost 4 straight picks on the Raiders, double dipping on them the last 2 weeks. I have to completely stay away from that game. But I will go to another game with 2 dumpster fires: the Arizona Cardinals, Los Angeles Rams. Matt Stafford's in concussion protocol. Who knows if he clears it? I'm taking the Cardinals money line in this game. Even money on Bovada. It seems like it's the way to go. Matt, next one.
Bears money line, and I just love them. Justin Fields is a good quarterback. It's minus 150. Justin Fields is running all over the place. He's doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. He's good.
All right. Mark, anything else in the NFL?
Yeah, I got one more where I'm kind of scared to take this one, to be honest with you, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna double dip on a dumpster fire, the Packers, to beat the Cowboys at home, because they kind of need it. If not, this is the end of the season. I feel like for the Packers, it might be the end of Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay.
Not with that dead cap hit.
This is definitely his last year, I'm assuming, in Green Bay. I don't know who the hell.
If they trade him, his cap hit's like $50 million.
Yeah, he does have 4
That's
years on
insane.
his contract, including this year. Or something
Yeah,
like that.
That's insane. So I'm probably wrong, but if he wants to do anything this year, then they have to win this game. So
I agree.
all right.
That's why I'm on the Packers plus 5.5 minus 120. I'm not going to take the money line, but I don't know. Maybe they'll keep it close and lose by a field goal or something.
I mean, I'm on the Cowboys. I hate to do that. Cowboys minus 5.5. That Packers team's terrible. I lose on them every week thinking they're going to turn it around.
And Romeo Dobbs is hurt.
I was
so
just
they're even less thin, but I don't know.
I saw a video recently, and I forget who it was, so I can't shout it out, so I apologize. But they were talking about how the Giants wide receivers are worse than the Packers. If you took the Packers wide receivers and put them on the Giants, they would be better. Not better, but they're better than the Giants wide receivers. But nobody talks about how Daniel Jones doesn't have any help.
Well,
and that's just all you hear about from Rodgers.
Well, Daniel Jones also is a lot more mobile, and he's 25 versus Aaron Rodgers, who's 38. You know, Daniel Jones can make that play like last longer by moving around. Yeah, that type of thing.
I guess. But.
So I do understand what you're saying, though. It definitely, they really don't say that, but they're also winning. Like, if they weren't winning, would they be saying that? I don't know.
I don't know, because every year was Daniel Jones stinks, right?
Correct.
So, and he did.
Yes.
Like, you can't say that he didn't. He did stink. So now he doesn't stink, but he still doesn't really have help. I mean, Saquon's having a great year, but the Packers still have Aaron Jones. So it's comparable. Maybe the problem is Aaron Rodgers.
It very well could be. Matt, what's your next one in the NFL?
My next one in the NFL is a parlay, Greg.
All money lines?
All money lines. Chicago Bears. New York Giants. Oh, hold on a second.
All that hype.
I'll take the Eagles. Eagles minus 11.
I'm going to throw this in there because I can't not have it now that it's here. Wiley Zhang minus 425. Miami Dolphins minus 195. Israel Adesanya minus 200. Tennessee Titans minus 140. The Chefs minus 470. And it's plus 1334. You can't take it out now. Once you build it, taking it out, it's bad luck.
That's bad juju.
Did you just do that with the Bills?
What?
No,
did you just do that with the Bills, technically?
Mike, you mentioned the Eagles minus 11, minus 110. I'm on that as well on Bovada.
They stomp on the Commanders on Monday Night Football.
I agree. So. Mark, anything else in the NFL?
Eagles are also on my card, and that's my last pick.
All right. So are we good in the NFL? Let's go to the challenge very quickly.
Yep.
Good. All right, we'll go to the challenge. Everyone won except for Mark last week on the challenge. My apologies,
Surprise.
Mark. I stayed ahead of Matt back in the winning ways. But Sunday Night Football is the Los Angeles Chargers heading up the interstate to San Francisco. Bovada has the 49ers as minus 7 favorites. Mike, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm on the Chargers plus 7, minus 110. I don't understand that line being that big. And I'm going to take the Chargers plus 255. I think they can win outright. That line doesn't make much sense in my head.
So you're putting both on the card.
Yeah, both on the card.
Matt.
Just like Elon Musk with his electric cars. Give me the Chargers plus 7.
You want it on the card too?
Nah.
All right, so just the challenge from Matt. I am on the 49ers, both on the card, minus 7, minus 110, and in the challenge, minus 7. I just think that addition of Christian McCaffrey, that defense, the Chargers, I don't think Keenan Allen might not play like the rest of the year. I have no idea what's going on weapon-wise. Outside of Eckler, it's sort of a nobody has anything, so I'm going 49ers on this one. Mark, close us out.
I'm going to go with the Chargers plus 7, and I'm not adding it to my card. but they have Josh Palmer. So
Yeah, that's the
Him
thing.
and DeAndre Carter got to step up.
He certainly
Pretty sure
does.
it's pronounced Yash Carter.
Well,
I
fellas.
hate you.
What a week, Mike! Funniest moment I think you've ever had on the show. It's going to be an interesting one as we keep going. But check out the youtube.com/theunderdog. We can't thank everybody enough. Twitter @Bettors Delight, macronpicks.com. Fellas, let's go win some bets.
Hey everyone, now that winter's here, it's even harder to get outside and get in your daily exercise. With that in mind, we are super excited to introduce you to Fight Camp.
Yeah, and Fight Camp is interactive at-home boxing. They bring the best workout in the world into your home, and they make it fun. Explore thousands of workouts led by expert trainers with decades of experience teaching you proper boxing form and technique.
Fight Camp has live punch counting stats that motivate you by counting every punch throughout your workout and pushing you to meet goals each round. As you progress, you'll unlock achievements and you can go head-to-head against other members, whether they're across the country or across the living room. You know that Mike and I would be the heavy favorites against Matt and Mark in any of these competitions.
Yeah, I mean, come on, look at us. That's easy money. And one of the best things about Fight Camp is that it makes boxing accessible to everyone. No matter what fitness level you're at, what your age is, or what your experience with boxing is, you can do it. And you're going to have a great time as well.
So join the biggest boxing community in the world without leaving your home. Fight Camp packages start at just $99. They even offer some great financing options so you can get started for as low as $9 a month. To get everything you need, go to fightcamp.com/bettorsdelight to learn more. That's fightcamp.com/bettorsdelight.